what Martyn's Law means for the event industry. Martyn's Law was introduced following the Manchester Arena attack in 2017. Its goal is to ensure venues and public events take proportionate steps to prepare for and mitigate potential terrorist incidents. The legislation introduces a tiered framework based on crowd size. Standard tier events. Events with 200 to 799 people must implement terror response procedures, staff awareness training, emergency planning, and basic security preparedness. Enhanced tier events. Events with 800 or more attendees must implement additional measures such as formal risk assessments, security planning, protective security measures, and crowd management planning. This category includes most music concerts, sporting events, exhibitions, conferences, and festivals. For many venues, compliance will require re-engineering their entire entry process. Implementation timeline. The law received royal assent in April 2025, but the government has provided a preparation window. In 2025, Martyn's Law was enacted. In 2026, government guidance will be published, and in 2027, regulatory enforcement is expected. This gives venues approximately 24 months to prepare operational changes. However, major venues are already planning infrastructure adjustments. Because one operational challenge stands out above all others: event ingress. The hidden security risk: entry queues. Security screening inevitably slows entry. Bag searches, manual inspections, and cloakroom processes all reduce visitor throughput. When thousands of visitors arrive during a short pre-event window, queues can grow rapidly. This creates several problems: frustrated visitors, operational delays, perimeter congestion, and increased safety risk. In extreme cases, large queues outside venues can themselves become security vulnerabilities. For this reason, modern venue security planning increasingly focuses on throughput rather than simply security presence. Security must be both effective and fast. Why bags create the biggest bottleneck. One of the largest contributors to entry delays is bags and personal belongings. When visitors arrive with bags, venues must either search them, restrict them, or store them. Traditional cloakrooms are often the default solution. However, manual bag handling creates major operational inefficiencies. Staff must receive the bag, label it, store it, and retrieve it later. Each transaction typically takes 30 to 40 seconds. When thousands of bags are involved, queues can quickly spiral. A 10,000 visitor event example. Consider a typical 10,000 visitor arena event. Research shows roughly 30 to 40% of visitors arrive with bags. Assuming 35% bag usage, the venue must process 3,500 bags. With manual cloakroom handling taking around 35 seconds per bag, a single staff member can process about 103 bags per hour. To process all bags within a 90-minute arrival window, venues would need approximately 23 cloakroom staff. Even with this staffing level, queues can easily exceed 400 to 800 people during peak arrival periods. And because many bags still reach security lanes, screening speed is reduced. Security lane throughput may fall from 500 people per hour to roughly 250 people per hour. This dramatically increases entry queues. How smart lockers transform event ingress. An increasingly popular alternative is self-service smart locker systems. Instead of staff managing bags, visitors place their belongings in lockers before entering the security perimeter. This approach changes the entire operational dynamic. Locker transactions typically take around 8 seconds, compared with 35 seconds for manual cloakrooms. A single locker can process approximately 450 uses per hour. Even a modest locker installation, for example 300 lockers, can comfortably process thousands of bags within a short arrival window. Because lockers remove bags before security screening, they also allow security lanes to operate at maximum throughput. Queue reduction and throughput gains. Removing bags from entry lanes has a dramatic effect on crowd flow. Security lane throughput can increase from around 250 people per hour to around 450 to 500 people per hour. For a venue with 8 security lanes, this increases total entry capacity from 2,000 visitors per hour to up to 4,000 visitors per hour. The result: shorter queues, smoother entry, and improved safety around the venue perimeter. The economic case for event lockers. Smart locker systems do more than improve operations. They also generate new event revenue streams. If locker use is priced at £6 per bag and 3,500 visitors store bags, revenue per event can reach £21,000. At the same time, locker systems dramatically reduce staffing requirements. Where a traditional cloakroom might require 20 or more staff, locker systems typically need only 1 or 2 attendants. This can reduce staffing costs by over £3,000 per event. For venues hosting 40 events per year, the combined financial impact can approach £1 million annually. Martyn's Law and the future of event infrastructure. Martyn's Law will accelerate a shift already underway in venue operations. Security planning is evolving from a reactive process into a core infrastructure design challenge. Modern venues must balance safety, crowd flow, operational efficiency, and visitor experience. Technology solutions that improve throughput while maintaining security will become increasingly important. This includes AI security monitoring, crowd flow modeling, automated visitor systems, and self-service locker infrastructure. Security through speed. The central lesson of Martyn's Law is that security is not only about protection. It is also about how efficiently people move through venues. Long queues, congestion, and perimeter crowding introduce risks that modern venues must manage carefully. By improving ingress speed and reducing bag-related bottlenecks, venues can enhance both security compliance and operational performance. Smart locker infrastructure is one of the simplest ways to achieve this. Because in the new era of event security, the goal is clear: move crowds safely, efficiently, and intelligently.